Okay, I am hanging out here with Connor, who is part of the Haunted Historians. What are the Haunted Historians?
Yeah, so essentially the Haunted Historian is a social media Instagram page born right here in Arizona. It's a collaboration between actually a local marketing group called Jackson and a very small, close-knit group of content curators across the United States that go out, investigate, speak with the docents, the owners of some of the nation's most haunted landmarks, these being mansions, hospitals, sanatoriums, it can even be caves and tunnels in some cases.
I'm gonna kill Faith for doing this to me because she knows how I feel about ghost and haunted things. And you guys go looking for this stuff.
Yeah.
People do this, especially during this time of year, don't they?
They certainly do. You know, there's an entire community year-round, the paranormal community that go all around the world, such as ourselves with the Haunted Historian, looking for things like this. But yeah, especially this time of year, even right here in Arizona, there are people who travel all around Phoenix, all around the state of Arizona, all around the country even, looking for spirits, looking for an experience and a haunted experience at that's not at a haunted amusement attraction, but more so an actual spirit, they believe, or an actual encounter. We have documented it in the past, talking about a lot of its alleged hauntings and happenings. What attracts us to places like this is when there's a resounding agreement amongst numerous sites and people in the paranormal community that say one location is haunted, which is something that you don't typically see. Every outlet in Arizona, be it true or not, says the Rosson house is one of the most haunted structures in the entire state of Arizona. And so yeah, you and I, Brett, we get to go in there and we get to at least tell stories about it, if not experience something that proves that to be true.
And this house is so beautiful and so quaint and so nice to go into and great history. So let's go in and meet the group inside.
All right.
All right. Okay, now we're inside the Rosson house, and bear with me, people. We are doing our masks because you do ask masks to be in here, Sarah. Okay, we've had you on before about the house. I asked you last time about being haunted.
Well, we always say, and when I'm asked, that's our number one question we get here at the Square, is if we're haunted, and we always say, not that we know of. And that's because just because no one on staff has seen something doesn't mean other people haven't. We get people on the tours often who say they've felt things, that they've seen things. Pretty popular one is that someone is hanging out in our back formal library.
What do you mean hanging out? You just can't come up with me like that, Sarah. I can't even stand
I've
here.
never seen it. But
I got my back to things here. Okay,
we have
on.
heard that one. And also there's a teenage boy supposedly hiding in our bathroom. But just because we've not seen it doesn't mean other people have.
I just got chills right now. I'm just serious. I'm just not joking around. I got chills a little bit. Also, too, I asked about, pictures in here, and you got to understand, like, this is what they used to take of family members to remember them by, and that was pictures of their dead people dressed up and stuff, right?
Well, this was because during the 19th century, photography was just an emerging medium, and it's not like today where you can take 10 photos within the span of a minute. Back then it was much less accessible, it was more expensive, so really sometimes the only photo you would have of this family member is after they've passed. So really, I think it's kind of a nice thing because you want to remember that person. So they were using this new technology as a way to remember this person that had died.
Okay, I'm sorry, Sarah. Connor and Eric are over here, like they're not in the shot, and one of them moved. It did not go well with me. Okay, I'm letting you know right now. I don't know why you do this to me, people. What's behind us? Because that's what really got me when I walked in the room. You said, "Oh, it's not haunted," but you got a casket in here.
Just our wicker casket, just chilling.
Yeah, what is this?
Well, this is part of an exhibit we have every month in October called Victorian Oddities and Curiosities, because the Victorian era was really full of all of these more interesting tidbits about life and death and the paranormal. This is a wicker casket in our collection. It's also called a transfer basket, and they used these in the Civil War to get bodies off of the battlefield. Wicker is much lighter than a wood coffin would have been, and it would have made things a little easier for them on that end.
Hey, you guys stop moving back there. Do not play around.
It's an old house. Things shift, things move.
That is not. They are playing, but do not go there. So this is really great. You are offering people to come in here during this time, aren't you?
Yes, we are. Yeah. So we're doing our operating normal tours Friday through Sunday. We offer them at 10, noon, 2 and 4. You can purchase those tickets online. It's heritagesquarephx.org.
Now, what about for Halloween?
Halloween, so we are, through the month of October, we do a specialty tour in the evenings called Seances and Spiritualists. It's a very limited tour.
What?
I know. But as I was saying, this era is full of all of these interesting tidbits, not just about post-mortem photography, but about seances and spiritualism, the Fox sisters. So we talk really about the history of it and those night tours. We're actually sold out for all of October. We are looking at listing more dates in November. It's very safe. We do less than 4 people to a tour. Everyone wears masks. So look out on our website again for more information on those.
Okay, Connor, we're gonna make this quick. I am not feeling this right now. Sarah's told me some stories. Eric's told me some stories. You guys have stories. Again, this is something that you guys go looking for, am I right?
That is correct.
So if someone out there right now has a ghost story and wants you guys to find, how can they do that?
Yeah, they can easily reach out to the Haunted Historian page. They can address it to Connor, they can address it to Blake, they can address it to Alex. One of us will get back to them and we will hear all about their story. We'll try to shed some light, some of our experience, what it could be, what it's not, depending on what they're asking us. But we're more than happy to reach out to people and have them reach out to us from around the country and help out with that kind of stuff.
I'm sorry, I'm getting chills in here. Do you feel anything in here? Are you thinking, I mean, you've been to places like this. Do you feel anything or see or anything?
I'm quite comfortable right now, though I will say, you know, it's a lot of times it's the calm before the storm. There are a lot of places I've been to that were incredibly haunted that night, that inside it was just not daunting whatsoever the day prior.
Okay, with that said, the calm before the storm, Brad out, Brad gone, see ya.